Good afternoon. Antonio Valles, world-class certified speaking coach. Today is our 73rd day of the 77-day live streaming challenge. We will be talking about some rhetorical devices. What are rhetorical devices? These are devices that allow us to be even more eloquent than what we talked about yesterday, using those four devices that we talked about yesterday. Well, these are a few more that allow us to connect effectively with the audience and at the same time be more eloquent. We're going to look at three of these devices. There are more, but we don't have time for all of those, but we're going to go with the most important ones. The first one, I'm sure you might have already heard about it, is alliteration. What is alliteration? It is the use of similar or identical sounds in consecutive words within a sentence. Like, for example, a bright bilingual professor. And you can use that, as you can see, it rhymes. And to be able to have that alliteration, you might have to go to the dictionary, or there is also one site which is called rhyme.com that allows you to find words that rhyme with each other. If they rhyme, is because they have the same sound. And that is what allows us to use that phrase. And why do we want to use that phrase? Because the audience will remember it. And those phrases can be used to have that foundational phrase that we talked about at one time. Do you remember that? And the same thing applies for the anaphora. And the anaphora refers to identical words that are used at the beginning of consecutive sentences. Like, for example, we will never give up. We will overcome. We will be successful. And I'm sure that you remember one anaphora that was used very effectively. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. And in consecutive sentence was used, and even it was used throughout the speech. Those are two. The third one is rhetorical question. A rhetorical question is used very effectively when we want to interact with the audience. And we ask a rhetorical question. On a rhetorical question, you don't expect a response. These are mainly like reflective questions. These are sometimes obvious questions that you know the answer already. If you use these three devices, these three rhetorical devices in your speeches, you will be more eloquent, and you will be also connecting effectively with the audience. And not only that, but you will also allow them to remember your speech for more time, more than 3 days, maybe 2 weeks, maybe forever. Don't you want that? Don't you want your speech to be memorable? If you do, then apply rhetorical devices. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe and stay pre-active and stay continuing to use rhetorical devices.